Do you do customer reviews? How much of a selling opportunity are they for you? You need to pay attention. Oh, if you're not doing customer reviews, you need to pay attention because I'm going to show you some ways to turn them into a selling opportunity. My name is Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter, and that's what we're talking about on today's episode of the Sales Hunter Podcast.
You're listening to the Sales Hunter Podcast with Mark Hunter, where the focus is to help you as a sales leader sell with confidence and integrity. And now here's your host.
Okay, the proverbial customer review. If you're paying attention here and you're in account management, account executive, undoubtedly you do customer reviews. Even if you're not an account executive, you probably do some form of this. What this means is that you're sitting down with the customer and you're reviewing the business year to date or quarter to date, whatever. And you're kind of going through things. And here's the whole situation. I want you to come out of it having completed the customer review with selling opportunities. And this gets left out far too often. Why? Because we bury the customer review in data. Don't. The customer review should be very much top line only. Do not go into specifics any deeper than you possibly have to. Now, the reason being is this: the customer's only going to give you so much time. They're only going to give you 30 minutes or 45 minutes, maybe an hour, whatever. So if you barrage them with data, guess what? You're going to A, put them to sleep, and B, you're going to waste the whole hour of time. What I want to do is this. I want to go in to a customer review. I want to share with them a few keen insights that I've gleaned regarding them in their situation. In other words, where you see them going, because immediately I want them thinking about their business, not my business. I want them thinking about their business. Now, I do this very intentionally up front because it begins to shift the thinking. So you're going to sit there and say, hey, I'm going to walk you through here. But before I do that, let me share with you just some observations that I've seen regarding your company. And these may be, and again, I'm not nitpicking on them. No. This is pointing out opportunities. Hey, we see a huge opportunity here. We see a big opportunity there. Now, let me just share. I'm going to share with you just a couple top line numbers, but then I want to get into a conversation on what I just shared with you. You see what I'm doing? I'm setting the table to have a conversation about helping them grow their business. This is a complete 180 from the way the majority of account managers do customer reviews. And again, I've sat in on so many of these, it make me sick because the account exec and others in the room, they'll sit there and they'll start doing all this deep dive on performance and metrics and yada, yada, yada. And all it is an attempt to help them feel good and to help placate them because they're afraid the customer is going to bring up X, Y, or Z issue. Now, I'm not negating that. I want the customer to bring up those issues. But I want them to realize that I'm here also talking about their business and how I can help them grow. It's very clear up front that you need to say, hey, one of the reasons I'm here today, we're going to do kind of a business review, but my goal is to help you be more successful in the marketplace. And here's a couple things that we've seen. Boom, boom, boom. Well, we're going to spend some time talking about that, but I know you probably want to see just a couple top line numbers. So let me just share with you our numbers for the year in terms of where we were, et cetera, et cetera. And then you immediately get into that conversation. Now, if the customer has issues, they'll bring them up. They will bring them up. But you know what I found? More times than not, the conversations goes right to helping them grow their business. That's huge. That is a big win because the objective is when I leave the business review, the quarterly review, whatever we want to call it, the annual review, I want the customer to have next steps that involve us in helping them grow their business. It might be, hey, they're going to connect us with another division. They're going to connect us with some other people. They're going to get us involved in this item or this item, whatever it might be. But it's absolutely key. Now, this is why it's so important that before you go into a business review, you understand the customer and their competitors. You understand who are their competitors. And oh, by the way, who are your customers' customers? What's the marketplace say? What's the industry say? Are there regulatory issues? You've got to understand those issues. It's not just about you and your numbers. When you do your homework and go in with that, it is amazing at how you're going to be able to have a much deeper level conversation because you're flying at a much higher level. You're flying at a higher level because you're now talking about the industry, you're talking about them and their customers, customers, et cetera, et cetera. And because you're flying at a higher level, it's going to allow you to go a deeper level with them in terms of having them help you help them. Think about that for a moment. Does that change what the customer review is all about? Yeah. One final piece in this. If that customer review deck is more than 3 pages, it's too long. It's too long. I've sat there and seen business review decks that are 20, 30, 40 pages long. You think anybody reads that stuff? No. 3 pages. 1, the opportunities, like you said. 2, summary of the business. And 3, opportunities we want to talk about. That's it. Hey, my name's Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter. What you've heard is just a single topic short episode that I love bringing with you. And you get a second episode every week where I do a deep dive with a subject matter expert. What is it about? Helping you see and achieve what you didn't think was possible. Hey, do me a favor. Leave a review on your favorite podcast app, would you? Because again, it's how we really get to spread our message because people really listen and read reviews from people like you. Hey, I'm Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter. Great selling.